Hello. Hello. Yeah, hello. Okay, I think it's better now. Okay, guys, so we'll start in the next few minutes. Okay, guys, so guys, you are welcome back. Sorry for the interruptions. It seems the mic was not functioning well. So you are welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to like the videos and press on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload my next video. So basically, today what we are going to do is we are going to talk about currencies, the correlation between currencies on the market. Okay. We are also going to look at the economy of the United States. What has been happening from the beginning, from the times of COVID up to now, what has been happening. We are also going to talk about it, right? We're also going to talk about it and know what's happening in the US economy. And we are also going to talk about the Japan economy and see how best we are going to make some money tomorrow on BOJ news, the Bank of Japan news tomorrow, whether we are going to have a policy change from Bank of Japan or not. We are also going to discuss it over here. Yes, so my name is Dr. Harmonics and I'll always be your favorite mentor. Now let's jump to the chart. Okay, so basically, I've been away for a while. I'm trying to work on some project to enhance or better the trading experience with Gold Forex Institute. Now, I'm trying to get some broker deals and look for other services such as the trading floor, the trading club, where you guys can come around to my trading floor or my premium trading launch so that we can all discuss the market together and make some money every day and just get up and go home with some money in our Forex account. So basically, we'll be starting the trading floor hopefully next month. I'm hoping that I wanted to start this month, but hopefully by early next month, we should start the trading floor to be a premium trading floor. So there'll be free internet, everything. We all trade together, make some money, then we move to our houses, right? And I'm also working on some broker deals, as I said, to give you that trading experience that will give you more or help you to achieve more profits on the market. Now, let's look at the United States economy, the development so far, what we are expecting the United States dollar to perform. And we also look at the Japan economy, what is happening in Japan, and what is the approach to the BOJ or the BOJ news tomorrow, right? Okay, so basically with the COVID era, we had businesses in the United States, okay? They had to shut down and it affected a lot of businesses. The ripple effect of COVID was so huge that there should be drastic decision by the government of the United States or the United States president to make some drastic decisions to bring the economy to order. So what did he do? So after people had to stay in their homes for a very long time, it came up that they have to recover the economy. So how did they start it? Now they started with tapering, where with the quantitative easing, where they had to put a lot of money in people's pockets. Okay, so what the government or the Federal Reserve of the United States or the United States Central Bank, what they did was that they had to start tapering, and tapering is basically part of the quantitative easing process. Now, what they needed to do was to reduce interest rates. Now, when interest rate is reduced, two things happen. There will be the interest on loans will be reduced. Okay, the interest on loans will be reduced, and the interest on investment would also reduce. The interest on investment will also reduce. So when that happens, a lot of people are able to get money in their pocket. That means that businesses can go in for loans and actually do businesses. Loans or interest on loans will be cheaper when there is reduction of interest rate, but interest on investment will not be attractive. So instead of you investing, you rather go to the bank, take loans, and invest in your business so that you can make good returns on your money. That is the approach the central bank took to recover the economy. Now, you should also know that once you put money in the economy, or once you decide to do tapering, there is always a price to pay, which is inflation. So you see, inflation is basically when a lot of money is chasing fewer goods and services, right? So once there is a lot of money pumped into the economy, in the United States economy, the central bank printed a lot of money just to boost the economy. You see, there will be a lot of money in circulation. The money in supply will be too much. It's just like when we're having the nose masks. When during the era of the nose mask, where people wanted, the demand for nose masks increased a lot. What happened was that since the demand was very high compared to the supply, so a lot of people were demanding for the nose mask, they were not getting it, and the supply for the nose masks reduced, or it was not adequate. People were not having access to it. So it shot the price of the nose masks up. So when it comes to interest rates, when a lot of people are having money to buy goods, what's going to happen is that people have a lot of money, but production is very low, or they are not able to meet the demands of the citizen. So it's basically going to shoot prices up, right? It's basically going to shoot prices up. It's survival of the fittest. If you have money, you buy. That is what is actually happening in the US. Now, and this is what caused inflation. Now, when you look at the inflation figures of the United States economy compared to the interest rate. Now, before that, when there is inflation, what the central bank or the Federal Reserve ought to do is basically to increase interest rate. When there is inflation, it has to increase interest rate so that the money that is in circulation will now be moved to the bank, because to investment-wise, it will be very, very attractive to invest the money so that you get the return rather than going to take loans on high interest rates. Now, to regulate the money in supply due to the fact that there is inflation, now the central bank is taking another policy. This time, he's rather increasing interest rates, okay? So that the money that he pumped into the system, he is trying to increase the current assets or the money at his deposit. He's now trying to increase his current asset. So it's increasing interest rates so that, investing in the United States dollar will be very, very attractive. And you can then go to the bank and invest at the bank, and you can make high interest on your money. Okay, so that is why the United States dollar is going up every day and then. So any weak currency like the Ghana cedi, comparing to the United States dollar, has nothing to do with the government of Ghana. There is a policy going on, which is, hiking of interest rate by the Federal Reserve, the the president of the United States, or the Federal Reserve of the United States. Okay, so the Federal Reserve is rather increasing interest rates, which is causing the dollar to go up, right? Now, when you look at the dollar index, which is called the DXY, let me show you where the dollar index is expected to go. Basically, I did some analysis on the dollar index. Now, I'm expecting the dollar index to drop a little. Okay, I'm expecting to drop a little to this level, maybe this level, right? It can go up from here, but I'm expecting that maybe it should drop to this level. Then we'll see some buy continuation to the top, right? Now, this is going to 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, which will form a crab pattern. So we'll see a crab pattern, a crab pattern forming around this level, which is at the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, right? Which is 161.8 here, right? 1.618. So for this on the daily time frame, so I'm expecting the dollar to rise up to 113.396. 113.396. That's where I'm expecting the dollar to make a bigger correction over here. But for now, it's a buy for the dollar, because there will be series of rate hikes by the Federal Reserve. Okay, by the Federal Reserve, and you should always be positive on the dollar. The dollar is going to go up till basically it hits the 113.396 on the index. Okay, so always look for dollar. Any correction, you look for opportunity to buy the dollar. Any correction, you look for opportunity to buy the dollar, right? Okay. So that is why I'm always looking for dollar opportunity. Like the rate hikes, I showed you guys the other time that when you look at the interest rate for the United States, let's look for the United States interest rate. So when you check the United States interest rate, it's still at bottom. It's at 1.75, 1.75. And look at the inflation figures. The inflation for United States. Let's look at the inflation figures for the United States inflation figures. It's still at 8.6. Okay, it's at 8.6. And the interest rate is at 1.5. That means that there should be more hikes, like there should be possible hikes for interest rate to actually go up. It's still low. It's either they reduce the inflation figures or they increase interest rate to match up with the inflation figures. One of them has to happen. Okay, you can't have that gap, right? And that is why there is consistent hikes of the interest rate for the United States economy. Okay, so whenever there is a correction, look for opportunity to buy the United States dollar. Okay, now when you go to the Japanese yen, let's look at the Japanese yen, the Japan economy. Okay, now with the Japan economy, what's happening is that you can see from the monthly time frame, there's been a downpour for a very long time since let me see, since February 2020, since April 1st, 2020, there's been a downpour of the Japanese yen. Okay, now the Japan economy is an export-driven economy. It's basically an export-driven economy. Okay, the Japan economy is basically an export-driven economy, and they rely more on export to actually make money in the economy. Now, they are always looking for low interest rates, or they always want their currency to devalue, right? When interest rates fall, the value of a currency falls. Okay, when interest rate is hiked or is increased, the currency tends to appreciate. The value of the currency tends to appreciate. So they are always looking for devaluation of their currency compared to other economies, so that their goods and services will be cheaper for other countries to buy, which will give them a lot of money at the long run. Or once so as they export, let's say in Japan, I export goods to the United States. My currency has been devalued. It's very, very cheap. Now, when I buy or when I export those goods to the United States, I'm going to exchange, or I'm going to sell those goods in the United States and take the money in dollar. Now, when I bring the dollar to my country to exchange the dollar to yen, since my yen is weak, I'm going to get a lot of yen when I'm exchanging the dollar to the yen. So they prefer that always their currency will be cheaper, or the value of their currency will fall, so that once they export and they are getting, their payment in dollar from the United States or other countries, once they want to exchange that currency to their yen, it's going to give them a lot of money in their local currency of it. That's why they always want their currency to devalue. Now, currently, you can see that commodities like wheat and the rest, due to the Russian war and other occurrences that's happening on the global market, commodities have started to rise. Oil prices are going up, wheat is going up, maize, and they are all going up. Okay, which would also mean that now interest rates for Japan currently is very, very low. I think is at 0 or negative figures. They don't increase interest rates, but since the prices of commodities are going up and interest rate is low, they have to. I'm sure they might want to change their policy a little to hike interest rate a little, so that it will match up with the inflation figures, which is actually as a result of commodity prices going up. Okay, that is why tomorrow, when you check over here, when you check tomorrow's news, you can see that, let's say tomorrow, this is the economic calendar. Okay, this is the economic calendar. You can see that at 3 a.m., we'll have BOG interest rate decision. Look at their interest rate. It's negative 0.1. That means that they have negative interest rate. Their interest rate has even gone negative. That means that even if you put money at the bank and you want interest on your money, you are not going to get. So they rather invest money in their businesses. Now, getting loans from the banks is very cheap in Japan. Okay, it's very, very cheap. Some get it as low as 0%. You understand? So getting money or getting loans in Japan is very, very cheap. But investing at the bank is not attractive. They'll rather buy foreign bonds to make returns on their money instead of going in for, so instead of going to do investment at the bank, they rather choose to take loans from the bank to boost their businesses. Now, as I told you, commodity prices are going up. Okay, commodity prices are going up. And once commodity prices are going up, the ripple effect is that we might get the inflation figures might also go up a little. Okay, inflation figures might also go up a little. So it will also mean that I think BOJ, Bank of Japan, would want to change their policy a little. They want to increase interest rate to let's say 0% instead of the negative 0.1. Maybe they want to make it 0% or something, and that is going to shoot the yen up. That's what I'm expecting. However, if it remains unchanged, or it even goes to negative 0.2, then we are going to see the yen fall more. Okay, then we are going to see the yen fall more. Okay, now when you look at, let's go to the chart and let me show you something. The reason why I'm saying that when you look at commodities like maybe natural gas, look at natural gas. Let's look at natural gas. Look at natural gas. Natural gas, they are all going up, right? They are going up. Natural gas, there was a downpour and now there is a breakout of the trend. It's now going up. So if natural gas is going up, let's look at whether corn would also give us. Okay, so corn has now finished or is now at the correction phase. It would, let me compare corn to natural gas. Let me compare corn to, I want to see what the relationship between these commodities. Okay, you can see over here, look at what is happening over here. At this point, you can see that the corn went up for a very, like, it was going up, it was all going up from here, right? It was going up from here. It was all going up from here. Now it also fell over here. Let me drag it to match it. Okay, you can see over here, right? It was going down. There was divergence over here and it came down to meet it. It all started going up just like this one. And this one started coming down. Now the coming down of this one, you can see that it's happening over here and now natural gas is going up. So that means that we are expecting that probably corn will also follow suit. Okay, corn might also follow suit. Price of corn might also go up, like the way natural gas completed the correction and started going up. Corn might also break this level and start going, and start going up. Okay. So basically, commodities are giving indication that they are going to go up. So that's why I'm expecting that maybe BOJ might increase interest rate to maybe 0. Currently it's at negative 0.1. Tomorrow I'm expecting that maybe they should increase it to 0. If they increase it to 0, then it will also mean that the yen is going to get stronger from there, right? However, if there is no increment, then it would mean that the yen is still going to fall for a very long time until next month when we have the next BOJ interest rate. Okay. So basically, that is what is happening on the currency market. Okay, that's what is happening on the currency market and the commodities market. Now we have AUDJPY. I'm going bearish on this one. It's a risk I want to take. It's not fine proved, or it's not proved yet, but I'm using based on harmonic patterns to trade the reversal of this deep crab pattern for AUDJPY. When I put my fib from here, I get 88.6. So I was expecting to hit the 161.8, and I'm having an evening star over here, right? I'm having an evening star over here on so I'm having an evening star over there. There is also a bearish engulfing over here. So I decided to sell this pair to at least 38.2 of the deep crab pattern, which will end at 94.178. At least for the first TP, I'm expecting to get to this level before any other move. So I'm still in the sell, currently in profit. I'm just hoping that it will give us more sales to this bottom before probably to go up. I don't know yet. It depends on tomorrow's news, the BOJ news. So dawn 3 a.m., you should be awake to see what the news will bring. Okay, so let's hope and see that the news give us positive news for the yen so that we can milk. Other than that, it's a risk you want to take. Do not risk more than you cannot afford to lose. Personally, I don't risk more than 0.5% on my $100,000 account. I don't want to risk 0.5%. Okay, so if you also trade, you should have your risk policy. Probably you don't want to risk 2%, 1%, 5%. It depends on you, but don't risk more than what you cannot afford to lose. Okay, so basically that is it. So I'm also looking at the pound JPY. I think I saw something. So I was expecting that it should hit this level, right? I was expecting that it will hit this level, but it didn't hit. It was like a few pips. Okay. Another way you can also look at it is probably this level. I basically don't like this formation, but this also looks like a shark pattern. Okay, this also looks like a shark pattern. But I wanted this one rather. And the reason why I'm looking for a sell over here was the fact that when I drew here, it broke this level. Okay. So I was expecting that once it's broken, it should create a little retest, and the retest should bring it down to 38.2 off. So if I'm looking at first TP should hit this level, second TP should hit this level. Okay. However, BOJ news can push it up. Okay, so you have to know how to manage your trade very well so that you can actually so that you don't lose all your money in a trade because of JPY news. Okay. Now we have NZDJPY. NZDJPY, okay, so I was also expecting this a harmonic pattern. Now it tagged here, it tagged here, it tagged here. This is the support. So I'm also expecting that at least it should come to this support line before anything. Okay, so I'm taking the risk, entering here, putting my stop loss above this level, so that now it cannot, this is a flat correction, it can also break to the top. But I'm taking the risk because I see here as a resistance zone. I'm looking for some sells, especially ahead of the BOJ news. Anything can happen for the BOJ. So I don't want to miss it when there's good news on Japan and it start dropping. So I decided to short over here, put my stop loss here, and my intended profit around this level. Okay. So basically, that is it for JPY. Now let's look at some of the stocks and the US pairs. Okay. Okay, so you remember this trade? Remember this trade? STR strategy, it takes a very long time for it to form, but when it forms, it's good money. I think we had our trade around here. It went, gave us a correction, and now you can see over here, it's going to complete the Gatling pattern at this level. Okay. It's going to complete the Gatling pattern at this level. So we are still buyers. At this point, you don't want to enter the trade. Wait for it to hit the Gatling pattern, and we'll be looking for what next to do. Okay. So we were expecting it from here. I think it was around here to hit this level. And I think that's what it's doing. It has gotten to this level here. Okay. So the next one is US 500. The same thing, right? I think you remember we had our first trade around here. Around here, it broke, gave us a correction. We hit it, and we call another trade. And we are expecting to hit this level, right? So that's it. That's it. We are expecting to hit this level, and we are still in the trade. We are still in the trade. Okay. For USDJPY yesterday, I had to hit it. I think yesterday I had to hit it hard. I had a sell at the top here. I dropped it in the Telegram community, and I was expecting it at least first to TP should hit these levels. And it was almost there, it went up a little. Okay. So at this point, you either wait for it to break this channel before you make any trading decision. But for now, you hold if you've not placed the trade. You hold if you've not placed the trade. United States dollar. Let's look at so Euro USD. Let's look at Euro USD. Okay, so Euro USD, I'm waiting for, I'm looking for a possible breakout. Okay, and look to short some dollar. In the correction, you have to look for dollar short, right? So once it breaks, I'm looking for some short on the dollar. Basically, that is it. The same with AUD USD or the dollar pairs. Once it gives us another opportunity, we'll just So you can see over here, I was expecting it to drop a little to this level, then but it came down here and went up. So once we have a breakout of this trend line, then we'll look for selling opportunities to sell the market because dollar is still strong. Okay, dollar is still strong. Okay. Guys, I think that's what I'll have for you for now. Please, if you have any question, let me know so that I can actually answer them on the live. If you have any question, let me know. If you have any question, let me know. Oh, you guys said you can't see my screen. Sorry. So, wow. Wow. Okay. So we had AUDJPY. I'm expecting a sell after this breakout, right? Now, pound JPY2, I've already told you that after this pattern, there is a breakout. Once there is, I'm expecting, if it breaks this level, it's going to sell at least for the correction, right? And we have NZDJPY2, the same thing. I'm expecting a sell because it touched this level, potential this level. So a breakout will call in for more sells. Okay. US 100, as I told you earlier on, it's still going up. This was our pattern, right? It's still following our pattern. So it's still going up to these levels. Okay. The same with US 500. We still have more sells to the upside. More sells to the upside. Sorry, more buys to the upside. More buys to the upside. Okay. So basically, these are some of the pairs I'm looking at. If there is any pair you want us to discuss, let me know. Let me know. If there's any pair you want us to discuss, let me know. If there's any pair you want us to discuss, let me know. If there's any pair you want us to discuss. So we spoke about US 500. We're still looking for buying. If there's any pair you want us to discuss, let me know. The US 100 to US 100 to, we are still expecting a buy, right? So it's almost at our take profit, US 100, which is the same as NASDAQ. It's almost at our take profit, right? Now, AUDJPY, I said this one caused a deep crab pattern. So I'm expecting a correction to 38.2, maybe to this level, 94.178 levels. I want to see how price will react to these levels. Pound JPY, I saw a breakout of the trend. I want to pick it, right? Okay, so Euro JPY to the same thing. You see, Euro JPY came to tie this level. It broke this level. Probably we might see, now you might want to wait for it to break this dynamic trend line here. Once it breaks it, then you look for a correction, then it will call in for the sell, okay? So Euro JPY, that's how I'm looking at the chart now. So for me, I'll look for selling opportunities now. I'll look for selling opportunities. I'll look for selling opportunities for Euro yen. Or I'll wait for it to break. I'll wait for it to break. Once it breaks, I'll sell, put my stop loss above here. Right. So basically, that's my approach for Euro JPY. USD CHF, I'm still expecting a bullish momentum. I'm still expecting a bullish momentum. That's even started. So let's look for buying opportunities for this could be an expanded flat correction. So it could go up from here, USD CHF, right? Basically, that's it. That's it. US 30, US 32 is the same thing, the same as the NASDAQ. You can see over here, we have a bullish momentum on US 30, right? So we are still expecting it to go up. We are still expecting to go up. So this is 55th. So I'm expecting to get to 88.6, which is this level. Okay, so when it gets to, I take profits around this level. So we are buying to this level before we see any breakdown, right? So hold on to your trade. Let's see how it happens. Remember this one, it can also come to this level before going up. It can also come to this level to tie the other block here, which will give us another good demand zone to also buy. Okay, so basically that's it for US 30. Basically that's it for US 30. It's just buying opportunity for now. Just buy opportunity for US 30 for now. Okay. Guys, so any question, any other question? And please, those who are new over here, if this is your first time visiting my channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, okay? Don't forget to subscribe and kindly click on the like button, press on the notification box, the notification bell, so that you'll be notified when I upload my next video. Like, I'm going to bring you serious content that will enhance your trading experience on the market. Okay. So kindly share the link to other people for them to subscribe to the channel, follow it, and trust you me, I'm here to serve you. I'm here to help you with good transformation to become a better person when it comes to trading, right? So please, those who are actually starting their foundation course, try and register as soon as possible so that you can join the next foundation course, and I'll be willing to move you from one level to the other. My name is Dr. Harmonics, and I'll always be your favorite mentor. See you in the next video.